Dan, I think your cocktail would be way better with vodka or tequila.
No, I don't agree.
I agree.
I don't agree at all.
I agree completely.
Can that please be the cold open?
That needs to be the commercial for the entire show. It's us talking over each other in that perfect rhythm.
Welcome to Drafted. I am your host, Daniel Prentice. And as always, I am joined by my dear friend and co-host, Preston Thompson. Preston, how are you doing today? And what are you drinking, my friend?
I'm doing okay, Dan. I'm wearing our merch yet again.
You are?
I think I'm just going to wear it for every show we do from here until the end.
Might as
whenever
well.
that end comes. Yeah, why not?
And don't wash it.
No,
Never
absolutely.
wash it.
It's lucky. It's lucky because I've done so well wearing the shirt. Not really. But no, it's lucky. And I am drinking Emergency because school is back, and inevitably my wife has gotten very sick because those kids just, man, they just like to touch stuff and put it in their mouth. And it's
Kids are germy bastards.
Germy little bastards. So I'm going to get sick probably tomorrow. But I'm just I'm trying to buy myself some time to get through a couple podcasts today.
You know what I'm envisioning right now? Emergency as an added ingredient in your usual beverage of choice for this show.
A hot toddy? Just a dash.
Emergency instead of the dash of lemon.
What would you call that?
Ooh, I'm no good at naming things.
A burnt orange.
Ooh.
I like it.
I like it too.
I like it. All right.
That's good. And that, I mean, listen, if you've listened to the show before, you recognize that voice. We are optimistically delighted to be joined by Pat Stegemoeller this week.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. It's always a good time when Pat comes on, but there's always something that happens that Press and I were just not prepared for in any way.
Yes.
It's Pat, the inevitability of Pat.
Yep.
Great to be here, fellas.
What are you drinking, Pat, on this fine Sunday afternoon?
I have the last Modelo in the back of the fridge.
Oh, where does the last Modelo rank amongst all the Modelos?
Second best.
And the first
Modelo, I would
the
imagine,
first
is the
best?
first.
Correct.
Yeah.
Definitely
that's right.
Diminishing returns on a Modelo. Because at first you're like, oh, so crisp, light. This is exactly what I want right now.
Also, if we started a folk band, the three of us, debut album, The Last Modelo in the Back of the Fridge, is a great album name. People are pulling that thing off the shelves.
It's really strong.
I'm gonna write that down.
I wish podcasts could have albums. Like when do they come out with like the best of drafted album? It doesn't really work, does it?
Put it on
Not
vinyl.
really.
Oh, everything's
there
on
we
vinyl
are.
now. If you put it on vinyl, it does work.
Put it in the
Put it
merch
on
store.
vinyl. We're gonna put
Add
it
it
on
to the merch store.
We're adding it to the merch store. I don't think Teespring has vinyl records, but we'll get HQ
We'll get them on
the
it.
phone. We'll get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're real tight with the execs over there at Teespring because of how much merch we've been selling. So we have some pull, I would think. I would like to think.
Or some push.
Yeah, maybe both. Maybe a little
One or
both.
the other.
Push and Pull is the second drafted album.
Yeah.
Right?
I like it.
We're clicking it. Can we just draft album titles, like made up album titles?
Uh-huh.
For a career discography.
Yeah. Yeah.
Made up album titles.
I think you'd have to draft like a genre of music and then 5 album titles. We'll save it for another ep. I am drinking a raspberry White Claw, which I think is the worst White Claw flavor. I just went in and grabbed one without really paying attention to flavor, and the raspberry is not so good.
Lime is worse.
Is lime worse?
Yeah.
Why is lime worse?
You don't want to drink lime out of a metal can because you get that kind of like
the metallic thing going on.
Tinny thing.
That's fair. To me, I just like raspberry. Raspberry flavored things should always be blue raspberry flavored things, which isn't like an actual flavor, but I mean, we all know that flavor.
We just
But
made it. Yeah.
It's not a natural flavor, but it is just so much better than like fake raspberry flavor.
Blue raspberry should have been on the thing we shot into space, hoping aliens found it, because like we made a flavor.
Yeah.
Right? There were two things. They didn't relate. Put them together. That's like the most American thing I can imagine.
They would be like, they might have potential.
They're onto something here.
With this blue raspberry, I mean, a lot of the other stuff is pretty bad. But
I've never thought about
of value in the portfolio here.
But blue raspberry really, really should rank very high of the pantheon of human accomplishments.
And that we all just it's so good we all just accept it.
Yeah, we do.
Like blue
just because
raspberry,
everything
sure.
else is like a net negative. It's one of the few net positive things coming out of us.
This is where we find out that like
when you say coming out of us,
let's not dig deeper.
That's how they get it. That's how they get it. Is it?
No, this is where we find out that like the energy efficiency of creating blue raspberry is so bad
It's
that
killing
like
the earth.
it's worse than like the entire beef industry for our environment.
or as Preston maybe alluded to there, that blue raspberry is not an actually invented product.
It's not inorganic.
It is an organic product harvested like illegally from white rhinos or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like Slurm from Futurama.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think if anything,
would you drink Slurm?
Knowing what it is? No, I don't think I could.
Okay, but
Would you?
Not a chance.
I mean, people seem to be pretty into it.
It seems to be very delicious.
Just like people are really into rhino horn.
I think it's listen. I think it's one of those things where it's like you have to like it before you find out where it's from to continue liking it. I think, it's like I like hot dogs,
Can't go
like knowing
backwards.
that they're like pretty disgusting, but because I liked hot dogs before I knew that, it's like I'm willing to look past it.
Right.
Whereas like all the Slurm drinkers, like they love Slurm, then find out it's like pretty fucking gross, but like, well, it tastes good though, and I've been drinking it, so I'm gonna continue on.
Mm-hmm.
I think the same kind of thing. But like if you come in knowing it's a much harder barrier to get past, Preston, what are we drafting?
Well, tonight, I don't know.
What?
Yes.
You have one
we
job.
are going. I know. We are going to the magical
Preston has
drafted
multiple
wheel
jobs.
of ideas. It's true.
That's
be
true.
honest.
He edits the show. He has the most
I
important
wear
job.
many hats. Half of them well.
He's a political consultant.
Oh, I meant on the show.
He's a frozen banana stand connoisseur,
advocate.
advocate.
We do exist. There are
Like
dozens of
us. Dozens.
he's probably the father figure to like a neighborhood kid, I would
Mhm.
imagine.
Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely.
Some little ward you've taken under your belt.
He mows
If
my lawn
not-
for free to learn the meaning of a hard day's work. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
If not father, uncle. I feel like Preston's gonna be an uncle even to his own kids.
Dan.
And that I'm somewhat
Dan.
and then I'm somewhat distant.
Holy shit.
No, not distant, just like fun all the time. Like Lauren's gonna have to do all the disciplining.
Your kids are gonna kind of love you, but like just because of
Not
like
like-
you give them stuff. Like, it's
No,
not
like the
same
favorite
as, like,
uncle.
really.
I meant it in a positive way.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh no.
All right.
Do you guys not have healthy relationships with your uncles? This is, I feel like, what I'm learning.
Preston, your kids are gonna like sort of look like you,
Yeah.
but like not quite enough. Like
Right.
it's people will have questions.
Oh.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh boy. I guess I really put my foot in my mouth. I meant
They
it in a
won't let me
completely
sign
positive way.
forms for school to check them out.
I
that
just
kind of
feel
thing.
I just feel like you just have fun uncle energy, just so
I appreciate
deeply
that.
entrenched in you that it's going to come out in your parenting style as well.
I appreciate that. All right. Well, let's not.
Anyway,
get
what are we drafting, huh?
I don't know. Stop asking me. Okay, here's the situation, people, listeners at home. I have 7 possible drafts here on a spinning wheel on my computer. Daniel and Patrick are aware of 3 of them. So there is a more than 50% chance we will be drafting something they have not given a single thought to. And to be honest, I've given maybe 4 seconds of thought to. This could be a disaster. Could be great. We decided when Pat was coming on, this is the time to embrace the chaos. Don't run from it. Don't hide from it. Lean in. Hug it. Become one with it.
Give it a little kiss.
All right. So any
kiss on the
questions
cheek.
before I spin our magical wheel of destiny? Drafted destiny.
No, other than to say, I just would like it to be known that I also have given 0 seconds of thought to the ones that I do know are on the list.
Okay.
But basically, this came about because we asked Pat what he wanted to draft, and he sent us about a dozen ideas, some of which are pretty good, some of which are less than pretty good. But we figured it'd be fun to throw them all in there and just see what sticks. So I think that's what we're going to do.
Okay. I'm throwing spaghetti at the wall now. Oh, God. I just got so nervous. Okay.
What do we got?
Today, we will be building a craft cocktail using 6 discrete ingredients.
When you say discrete, do you mean like distinct, like 6 different ingredients? Okay.
Yes.
They don't have
two
to be
different types of vodka.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Any questions?
Well, I guess
No,
not.
I think that's pretty self-explanatory.
Okay.
It's tough to cram that many ingredients into
And have
one
it be
drink
good.
and have it be good. I mean, my like wedding cocktail of choice is not a cocktail. It's just a tequila soda with some lime. That's kind of like the baseline of where I'm coming from here. Like,
Yeah, same.
yeah. So, great.
Yeah,
Well, it
I'm
sounds
not
like
a
we're all experts on this subject.
I'm not a big mixed
Yeah.
drink guy either. To be
Yeah.
honest.
All right. Let's do it.
I mean, they call the show drafted, not spending $18 for some donkey piss. That
Amen.
Yeah.
Well said, Pat. We're gonna put that on the next line of shirts. It's such a good slogan.
Mhm.
Okay, in our draft order, as determined by random.org, the best website on the planet, other than the drafted Teespring, of course. Pat, you're gonna have the first pick. I'm gonna have second pick. Preston has third pick, and of course, snake style draft. So reverse order on even rounds, guys. I mean, we might as well just get right into it, right?
Yeah. No time to think. No time.
No
to
time to
plan.
think. Just go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this is the scenario where basically what would happen is the three of us have stumbled upon a well-stocked bar, and some lunatic billionaire is like, "You've got, however long this draft takes to put together this cocktail, and I'm going to kill the other two."
Jesus.
It's John
worst
Taffer
one.
from Bar Rescue.
Right. This is that's the pressure I feel right now.
We've never had higher stakes in this show.
Okay, I'm gonna go first.
Yeah.
And this is a little bit of a punt while I try to figure out what a good cocktail would be. So
Fair.
I'm gonna go with ice.
Wait.
Fuck.
Wait.
That's criminal.
Hold on a second.
That's criminal cruelty.
Are we really going to allow this to occur?
I
This
think we
can't
have
happen.
to. Like on the rocks is a specific thing for drinks, right?
No. Pretty much any cocktail comes with ice.
That's not true.
Can I use ice like in a shaker? It's just not served with ice.
I think you have to let him, Pat.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's fine. You just
You
can't
wouldn't-
it can't be in the
Can't be
glass.
in the
of
glass.
final product. Yeah.
Oh,
What about
boy.
like shaved ice or blended ice?
Yeah, what format of ice are you drafting? You drafting cubes? Are you getting like the highball?
Look, I'm not a man of science. But I believe that the definition of ice is pretty clear, and it's water that is
Solid.
in a solid state of matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could go
Okay.
dry ice, Preston.
Yeah, dry ice, I would be totally cool with that.
I think that would hurt, right?
Yeah, but maybe
I'm pretty
maybe,
sure.
I'm not a man of science either.
maybe you're making like a cocktail for like daredevils, you know what I mean?
Can I get okay?
Like
Who's-
$25 and you have to sign a waiver, and people are like, "Yeah, sign me up."
Whose pick is it?
It's my pick now.
Okay, I'm not gonna say anything then.
Why don't you just tell me what you're thinking?
No. I mean, he's
God damn it.
Yeah.
Listen.
It's a
I
clear
know we
number
didn't-
one pick.
Well, I wouldn't even thought of it.
Me neither. I just kind of assumed we would have the regular,
Yeah.
like.
Look,
are you
this is
saying, are you gonna take,
precedent-
like a cup or a
This is
bowl?
precedent
Like,
you established when you had gravy as a as like a separate ingredient, a separate
that's
part
different.
of the
Some
Thanksgiving
people don't
meal.
like gravy.
Yeah, some people
Some-
don't like
some
Everybody,
people-
everybody
some
likes
co-
ice.
Some cocktails don't have ice in them. You don't want it watered
Who
down.
doesn't like ice?
the Europeans. Europeans
Yeah.
don't like ice. That's a fact.
All right.
Okay, well, I already had no idea what the fuck to do here, but I feel like I have even less idea what to do now that Pat has taken ice. I feel like I have to go hot drink now.
A hot
Right?
cocktail?
I think so. You drink one every 50% of the shows we have.
That's a good point. I forgot about that one.
Your thing can still be chilled. It just can't have ice in the.
No, I know.
I got
but
it.
It's gonna.
Yeah,
get
We'll use
warm.
ice in the shaker, and then we'll
It's
give
gonna
the ice
get
back
warm.
to you.
No, there are a lot of cocktails that don't have ice in them, right? There's a lot
Yeah.
that don't.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to make any of them, so I don't know anything about fucking cocktails. I'm just gonna go with a very neutral liquor here. That can be paired with other liquors quite well, and also just about anything. So that'll leave my future ingredients as open as possible. I'm just gonna take gin.
Okay.
Okay.
That's not where I thought you were going with that description.
Oh, what do you think I was gonna go vodka?
Yes.
Nah, come on, vodka's no.
All right.
Don't be ridiculous.
Vodka
With,
is no.
With my pick, I'm gonna select vodka. Already had that penciled in.
Big mistake.
So now that vodka is no, I don't think it's a big mistake. I think here's the thing about this draft. By the time you get to pick 6, you're gonna be running out of ways to not mess it up. Or you're gonna be running into more ways to completely mess it up.
That's 100% correct.
So vodka to me is the most neutral base. If you're gonna go with something crazy like pineapple juice or whatever, it can't be anything wild. Vodka is it will disappear into the background, which is what I want.
Actually, yeah. Now that I think about it, I'm thinking of a lot of things you can make with vodka that are better than gin.
Yep.
Cut that part out of the show.
I'll just say it. Gin sucks,
No,
and vodka.
I don't really
is-
like it that
is-
much
is-
either.
Is better.
Would you rather have a vodka tonic or a gin and tonic, Pat?
Absolutely gin and tonic. It's not even remotely close. Vodka tonics are disgusting.
Tonic drinks are gross to begin with, but I would rather have a
I'm gonna take
G&T than a
Bad,
vodka
bad
tonic.
take. Bad take, Pat.
That's a me problem, not a tonic problem. Everyone else is right and I'm wrong about this, but I've got no affinity for tonic. I think vodka is a much more flexible liquor if you're cramming 5 other ingredients here. I think Daniel, you've narrowed your path more than Preston has with these picks. Now maybe that path you walk takes you to the mountaintop. But it's a narrower path now.
Are you guys Googling things as we're doing this?
I'm doing it right now.
No, fuck that.
Daniel, no.
Daniel,
No,
I was
Daniel
honestly,
Googles
desperately.
cocktails, no ice.
I am.
No, honestly, I was Googling to make sure that gin is an ingredient in Long Island iced teas, which is what I was like.
That
which
has
is what I
6
was envisioning.
ingredients.
But it is, but so is vodka, so I'm fucked.
There's gonna be a no Googling rule here, by the way.
That's fine. That's
Now,
fair.
I am clawing at the random drawer in my brain that has what's in a martini stored somewhere. I just
Not
can't
enough
remember.
ingredients in a martini. I don't think you can do a martini. without-
I can't remember what's in anything right now. I've totally blanked.
This is good.
Okay.
This is good.
Here's what I'm taking. I don't know what this is, but it's in most cocktails. But I
Interesting.
really don't know what it is.
I'm so excited for what this is about to be.
And I constantly see it paired with vodka in strong cocktails, which is what we're going for here, which is triple sec.
You
We're
know
taking
what?
triple sec.
You know what triple
Oh.
sec is, and
What
it's
is
a great
triple
pick.
sec?
Is?
It's just like orange liqueur.
Yeah.
Cointreau is the same as triple sec.
Oh,
It's a great pick.
okay.
It's a great.
Then I'm
great
liking
pick.
this
It's a great
Yeah.
pick because you also just made tequila significantly less valuable.
because it's paired with triple sec all the time.
I mean,
Ah.
that,
Derailed the possibility
You
of
can't make a
someone
margarita.
making a traditional margarita now.
yeah.
Which
Well,
I
I
do
won't-
think is part of the game theory here is if someone's starting to get too close to a
Just
reasonable
snatch
drink.
it from them.
Yeah.
I have a particular cocktail I'm going for that I will not mention that has vodka and triple sec. So
Also,
on the right
we should have to drink these after whatever we end up with.
Ooh,
Right?
I don't
my God.
like that.
Right?
Yes.
We have to.
Yeah, but
I mean,
we'll
on our
record
future
it.
show,
We'll record
'cause-
it, and then have it for Patreon support.
Yeah. I imagine we're not going to have the ingredients
No.
we need on
I
hand
would
right
think
now.
I would think not.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna take like clove or something, and it's
yeah.
gonna throw me off.
But this is a solemn vow: is that we will actually drink those and turn it into sweet content
A video. Yeah, we'll do a video. We'll do a Zoom recording.
in drafted merch, and then plug it on socials and synergy
Wow.
profit.
You looking for a job, Patrick?
Much like you, I have more than one job, so
He doesn't have much room for an extra. Can I take sugar?
sure. Like sugar cubes.
Only cubes. I can't just like take all sugar that
No.
we put into.
I mean,
And sugar in what form?
All right, I'll take simple syrup then.
Okay. That makes sense. But that does leave like if you get an old fashioned, there's like granulated sugar on the bottom of it, kind of thing. You are leaving the door open for that.
and like a
That's fine.
Coke that has sugar in it.
Yeah.
That too. Yeah, you can't take the very concept of sweetness.
That's kind of what I wanted, but I'll take simple syrup. I'll take simple syrup.
Okay, gin and simple syrup. Just drink that straight up. Tell us how it is.
Wouldn't be that bad.
I think it would be actually. Pretty sure it would.
Okay.
we're back to you,
So I've got ice, which is good. I should probably stop here.
Just quit while you're ahead.
Take more ice.
Is ice more or less valuable than turkey was in the Thanksgiving draft?
I think less.
Gravy was the
Really?
most valuable pick in that draft.
That's just
By
incorrect.
far.
Just incorrect.
By
At my family Thanksgiving of like 28 people, only half of them actually eat gravy.
I think that how many? You said half?
Maybe a little more than half, but yeah, 15, 16 people probably.
That's wild. But I think like for the actual voting, turkey was, because when people see voting and they see turkey, they just kind of automatically vote for that for best turkey dinner. But I do agree that like gravy is actually the most valuable if it had been played correctly. Charlie just ruined it because he also took mashed potatoes at the same time. And if he had not done that, no one else was taking mashed potatoes. He could take his last pick and he could have made his whole meal way better.
Yeah. We should do more Patreon content, or it's just like rigorous analysis.
Yes.
Post draft analysis. I kinda like
18-month-old episodes.
I like
All right.
I like that too, actually.
What do I need?
You need something to drink.
I do.
Yeah, really.
But you
Can't just go
guys
crunch,
already
crunch.
have. I guess how many liquors are you guys going to take?
That's a good question.
No. Okay. I'm gonna take tequila. I think I could have tried to play this, but because you both already have a base liquor, that it could come back to me and be okay. But I don't know. Four picks in a row, one of you guys could grab it. And tequila is far and away the liquor I like the most. So I needed to have it.
How many mixed drinks are you having with tequila that aren't margaritas, though, really?
I'll put tequila into a White Claw.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is that a mixed drink or is that just a mistake?
The two are not mutually exclusive.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm also going to go with lime.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And I'm going to kind of figure the rest out from here. But right now I have ice, tequila, and lime. And I feel like at the very least,
Yep, you're good.
when I have to drink this at the end, it will be kind of okay.
Could you just take from here on out, like, I'm going to take a fancy umbrella and just take a bunch of other shit. I'm going to take a napkin.
That
a bunch of
might
other
be
shit
the
that doesn't
point.
matter.
Come on, you're blowing my strategy here, Preston.
Is that really what you were going to do? No.
I wasn't gonna
Shit's
take an
gotta go
umbrella.
in the Drink.
No, I think everything
drink.
you take has to be consumable.
Ooh.
Is that fair?
I mean,
yes, I think so.
Sure.
Or otherwise, I could be like a straw that's $1,000 bill. You know.
Right.
Anyways, although that would be kind of for like a unnecessarily expensive, cocktail. That'd be kind
That's
of
like it's the gold foil on top of a cake to make it $1,000 cake.
Right.
for no reason.
All right. So I've got ice, I've got tequila, I've got lime, and I've got, I don't know, like 4 more picks to try to figure out what to do with that.
Only
So-
three. You see,
That's
why
not bad. It's a good.
No,
spot.
that's the real
you
value
guys
of
had,
taking ice.
you guys are making 4 picks. I'm saying
Oh, yeah,
until you have
Gotcha,
to figure
gotcha.
out where to
Yeah,
go.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the real value of taking ice, to be honest, is that not even that like we can't make good drinks without ice. It's just that you have one less ingredient that's like going to muddle up your drink, which I think will be key by the end.
It does mean you get overall a weaker concoction, though. Not getting the value out of it.
Correct.
All right.
Weaker ice and like the ice is going to melt and like make it.
Yeah, well, just
weaker
like
in
if
terms
you've
of
seen
alcohol.
those videos, people go to the bar and they have that like one fancy long ice cube and the tall like Manhattan glass or whatever it's called, and there's about that much alcohol in it. It's just displacement brings it. Yeah, you're getting ripped off.
Yeah, that's fair.
Anyways, who's up?
I am, and I am going to this. This is what I feel like is my little stroke of genius. I am now going to take lemon juice.
Ooh.
Okay.
So I almost took lemonade with my last pick, but I thought, you know what? I can break lemonade into two
parts.
ingredients and 2 different picks.
There you go.
And so that's what I have.
That's
done here.
actually really smart. It makes a lot of sense. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. All right, what are you at now, Dan?
So I am now at gin, simple syrup, and lemon juice. And Preston has the final pick here of the first half of the draft.
Do we only have to drink ours, or do we have to drink everybody's? Because I don't want that.
I think if we wanted to really be fair to figure out which one is actually best, we'd have to make each
Oh
other.
my god, that's an expensive liquor store trip. All right.
I mean, we could just hang out.
Or that we all just get
3 of
together.
us just be in the same place and do it.
North Carolina is like
That's
kind of the
somehow
midpoint
more expensive.
of New York and Georgia, right?
I
Kinda?
might be coming down to North Carolina next week.
Oh, I heard this.
Potentially.
Preston.
So, Preston.
I'm busy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's
That's
talk
honestly
post
fair.
show.
Okay.
Okay.
No, let's get this zeroed in right now.
Yeah,
Recording
this-
for everyone.
Okay, this is where I really lock myself in to a strategy here, but I'm fine with it because I don't think either of you are really going to come anywhere close. I'm
Famous
taking a
last words.
third. I'm taking a third alcohol.
Okay.
I'm taking peach schnapps.
Whoa. You're getting
Yep.
fruity over there.
Yes, I am. This is how I do it. It's really going to not be great though without ice, but I'm thinking just like shake it up in a shaker. And
you're getting a very martini-y drink right now. Like a very
Yes.
like JD from
It's actually like
Scrubs
isn't it like a
fruity
Cosmo? Am I approaching a Cosmo? I might be.
If I'm being
I
honest
don't
with you,
know.
I have no fucking idea.
Okay.
Maybe. I think Cosmo maybe has like.
Can I Google this?
No.
Just for
No.
fact
No.
checking.
No.
No!
After. We can Google after. We can fact check
Shut up.
after.
Okay. We
Fact
should
check
have
after.
planned
This
this draft.
generation and their phones.
We should have planned this draft and had Anna Thorne come on.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
But maybe not, because she would have actually just like done really well and just kicked our ass.
we can
this is
have
probably more
her
fun for
come on
everyone.
for the cocktail party. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, we need to have her make the drinks.
Yes.
Bring her down to North
this is
Carolina.
a great-
and
this is a
have
great
it.
idea.
Can she salvage these
Yeah.
horrible
Yeah. How
ingredients
how
that we
would
put
she fix
together?
them? Yeah. If she
Yeah,
could
it's-
fix them and still get the essence of what we were going for, what would she do? That'd be amazing.
It's like binging with Babish. Or you guys are familiar with
oh yeah.
on YouTube, I assume.
That'd be
Pat,
incredible.
you've got to be. You've
Yeah.
got to be, right? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Where he takes like the insane food things you see on TV shows and movies, and then when they're gross, makes them so they're like, actually good.
Mhm.
That's what we need to have Anna do. But so far, honestly, I think all of us are off to pretty good starts. But it's the second half of the draft that's going to throw us off, I think. To this point, though, Pat has ice, tequila, and lime. I have gin, maple syrup, and lemon juice. And then Preston has vodka, triple sec, and peach schnapps. We certainly know which drink is the strongest so far.
Yeah.
But we're going to take a quick break and see how the drinks come together in the second half of just a bit. Preston, did you hear?
What?
The Drafted podcast, they have merch now.
Oh my God, I love those guys. They're great.
They're pretty great. Which one's your favorite, would you say?
Well, Daniel, because Daniel's never ruthlessly offended a group of people on accident. So definitely Daniel.
Oh, I kind of like Preston more myself. That Daniel guy, he seems like a little stuck up. But I think one thing we can all agree on is how great the Drafted merch is.
Mm-hmm. I'm wearing it right now. It's very comfy. I feel taller. I feel slimmer.
Yeah.
I feel like I could run a sub 4.840 now, which is like pretty good, I would say.
And you look great, better than usual even.
Oh,
yeah,
thank you.
You also, there's stuff you don't have to wear. There's stickers and stuff you put drinks in, which is great. I know you love what is it? What's that drink you like?
All of them?
No, you know the one.
A hot toddy.
Yeah, that's the one. I mean, they got sweaters, hoodies, shirts. What more could you want from a merch store, you know? You can get all of it at draftedpodcast.creator.spring.com. Okay, Preston, it's time for your fourth ingredient of your mixed drink.
I find it so funny that if we were to stop this very second, Pat would be totally fine. According to him, this is just like what he usually drinks, right? Iced tequila and lime, basically. I would not, very much so. And Daniel, you'd probably be fine.
Oh yeah, I have gin and lemonade all the time.
Well, there you go. I'm about to rectify that though. I am taking orange juice.
Okay.
Boy, the hangover for your drink is going to be tough. There's a lot of sugar in that.
If I finish strong, then I'll be okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Generally true.
All right. I am going to take soda water here.
Okay.
Just a little splash, just to give it a little bit of sparkling, a little sparkling hard lemonade is what I'm envisioning. Not a ton to like muddle up my flavors, but instead of water in my lemonade, I'm getting some sparkling water for a little bit of pizzazz.
In Europe, all lemonade is sparkling lemonade.
Yeah,
is it really?
But also it's not really lemonade. Like they call well, at least in the UK, I don't know about all of Europe, but they would call Sprite a lemonade.
Right.
That's what lemonade is to them, which is insane.
Yeah, the American lemonade totally different. Than what they've got going on.
And much better.
The look on Preston's face right now, he's just like,
I'm just constantly skeptical of those commie bastards over there.
I knew I couldn't trust
I knew
them.
they were going to mess up another American establishment like lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think that right now, the way this is shaking out is that Preston has a very ambitious, very like flavor packed concoction going.
Mm-hmm.
Dan has like the thing your grandpa would drink after church on the porch.
Mm-hmm.
And I just have ice, tequila, and lime, like a pretty boring, straightforward.
Yeah,
you're in a good position.
So we'll
I'm really intrigued to see where Pat takes this.
Yeah, this is really make or break here right now.
Because to be honest, the draft is a cocktail draft. I know you have still half your ingredients to go, but I think you would not be able to call this as a cocktail in any way.
No, a cocktail needs three ingredients to be a cocktail. Otherwise, it's just a mix.
Ice is not included.
Is that
ice is not included? I mean, I don't know if it's like codified in statute anywhere. Like
it is now.
But I mean, honestly, it might be somewhere if you like advertise you're selling cocktails and it doesn't actually have it, and it's just like, what's a cocktail?
Yeah, we'll ask Anna when she comes on.
Yeah, but yeah, I think traditionally something needs three ingredients to be considered a cocktail. Like a rum and coke is not a cocktail. It's
yeah. I totally agree with you on that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go ginger beer.
Whoa.
And grapefruit juice.
Whoa. What? Okay. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm not exactly sure what a Moscow Mule is. And I know it doesn't have grapefruit in it. I'm pretty sure it's just like...
No, it doesn't.
It also doesn't have tequila in it.
It sure doesn't. But like a Monterey mule.
Okay.
Okay.
I liked the ginger beer. I liked that. You lost me. I don't like grapefruit really.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just too bitter for me.
Right.
So you lost me a little bit of the grapefruit juice. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, I think a big part of this too is like what kind of composition you have of your ingredients. Assuming we're not going
Sure.
parts.
It's not
of
equal
all
parts.
these
No,
things.
of course not. Of course not.
So I kind
equal
of
parts
like
vodka, triple sec, peach schnapps,
and orange juice.
and orange juice. Just a splash.
I'm envisioning, and we'll see how this turns out. But right now, the grapefruit is not a heavily featured component, but it just adds a citrusy variant with the lime, and all of that kind of combines with the sweetness of the ginger beer to provide sort of like a depth of flavor while still being very citrusy. But not quite as sweet. I like a little bit of grapefruit almost as like a sweetness neutralizer, and to add a little bit of depth more than like you're.
That's fair.
A lot of
you are getting plenty of sweetness from the ginger beer.
Right.
So yeah, that's listen, I'm not ruling you out by any means. I personally wouldn't have gone there personally.
I mean, I wouldn't have until it came out of my mouth. So
I think there's a reason nobody mixes ginger beer with a ton of stuff. Usually if a drink has ginger beer, it's like that, the alcohol, and then like a lime garnish, and that's it.
Yeah.
What's a dark
bold.
and stormy? That has ginger beer in it, right?
What's a dark? What?
I don't know.
Man,
if I can't Google it, I can't tell you. Yeah.
I think it's like ginger
Let's all
beer.
guess.
I think it's like
there's
ginger
rum
beer,
in it, I know.
Rum, and maybe just those two things.
I feel like there's more to it than that, but maybe I really don't know.
Yeah.
I think I ordered a fancy dark and stormy that had a lot more in it than that on my 21st birthday, and I've never had one since. So,
all right, Dan, I think it's your pick.
It is my pick, and I am going to take grenadine here.
Thing I've heard of.
That's like, have you ever had a Shirley Temple?
Oh, it's the cherry liqueur thing.
It's the red stuff,
but it's not alcoholic. Right?
It's not alcoholic.
Yeah,
it's just like
it's like a syrup.
It's like a sweet syrupy thing. It basically is what makes like pink lemonade pink.
Yeah.
So it's a good little accoutrement without adding too much. Makes drinks look prettier and a little sweeter, but not much else.
That was maybe going to be on my board.
Yeah, that's why I had two things that I want to take to complete my beverage, and that one felt the much more likely of the ones you would take, so that's why I took it here.
Interesting. So we're back to me now?
Yes.
I'm honestly asking. I have no clue.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Your final two selections.
Okay. I know where I'm going to go for one. The other I have a question about. So I want to take a little bit of the sweetness out, get a little bit of bite, just a little. And I'm going to go with some fresh muddled mint.
I like that.
Fresh
muddled mint.
Got it.
It was a little concerning because you guys said everything had to be ingestible, and while mint is certainly ingestible, I wouldn't just like eat it as a snack, but I'm sure it's fine.
You've never just like munched on some mint?
People put it in cocktails all the time. I'm sure it's fine.
There was a kid in my SAT prep class who would suck on mint during practice exams because I guess it helps.
Thought it was like a brain stimulant.
Like yeah.
Ooh.
What if there is like some sort of trace of like I don't know, something that would be in there?
LSD.
Apparently mint somehow is connected to like good memory retention or something.
Opiums. Interesting.
I have heard just in general that like tasting is very connected to remembering things.
Right.
So like if you're like you just connect memories to taste and smells as well. Also
we've all seen Ratatouille, Dan.
It's actually been a long time since I've seen Ratatouille. I don't really remember much about it.
Ratatouille is really good.
The core.
Let's watch it right now.
I didn't like it that much. I gotta be honest. Upon first viewing.
Don't go on TikTok. Everyone on TikTok loves Ratatouille. They made a whole musical about it.
What?
Yeah.
TikTok?
There's a crowdsourced Ratatouille musical. It's awesome.
How does that work?
It's actually one of the only good things the internet has done in about 10 years.
I would agree. It's cool.
It was like during
I don't even like it. I
Thanksgiving-
just think it's neat.
It was like Thanksgiving during the first year of the pandemic when everybody was like locked down. And it was a bunch of like Broadway performers and Broadway performer types who were just sort
Theater
of like,
kids. You
yeah,
just say
if
what
there
they
was,
are.
right? Yeah. What if there was a Ratatouille musical? Like, why hasn't that one been made, into a Broadway musical? And then people started making a bunch of songs and costumes and bits.
And
then
now
they
it's like a
all came
full-length
together,
feature.
And then they
Yeah.
did it. And of course, the actual musical itself that they made, not that good, because the
Nah,
bit
it's-
of it was like, isn't this cool, sort of fun, organic, impulsive, artistic thing.
Pat, are you on TikTok? How do you know about this?
No, but I was home for Thanksgiving, and my sister, who's on TikTok, pointed out.
Walked you through the Ratatouille
Right.
musical.
And then
Nice.
and then we showed Ratatouille to my dad to try to be like, hey, this is what this thing is we've been talking about. And afterwards he was sort of just like,
Oh,
meh.
thanks.
So yeah.
Thanks
Classic.
for filling me in.
Classic dad move there.
It was a good Thanksgiving. It was one of our better Thanksgivings.
Well, thank Ratatouille for that. Thank goodness. All right, Preston, what's your controversial pick they're going to try to sneak in here?
What do you mean? What? No.
You said you had to ask
No.
a question.
Yeah, I changed my mind.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking about asking if I could take cherries, but you took grenadine, but I actually don't want that.
Okay.
Instead, I'm going to garnish with a small slice of pineapple.
Okay.
And I have made what is effectively a very scrumdiddlyumptious sex on the beach.
That's true.
Is that true?
I don't know.
I think it's close. I think it's close. I've had maybe 10,000 of them, but I couldn't tell you what's in it. So I think it's close.
Pat was just so confident that that was true. And then upon immediately being questioned, immediately
Just came
confessed
so
to
fast
having
and so
absolutely no
hard.
idea. Okay. I mean, pineapple is good. And I am glad you didn't take cherries because that's what I'm taking with my pick. That was my my final two things.
So you're gonna have grenadine and cherries. I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have like a single cherry floating in there, mostly for
So your whole strategy has basically been, how do I only put 3 ingredients into this thing?
pretty much.
You've
Yeah.
deconstructed everything.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I'm excited for the amount of grenadine you're gonna put in this because it's gonna be used with like an eyedropper or something. You're just gonna so delicate.
No, it'll be enough to turn it pink. I want it to be a pink lemonade
Okay.
with a cherry in there.
Okay.
All right. Preston, I wish we could have derailed him somehow from having a
Dude,
pretty
you
much
basically let
just
me
like
get
Daniel?
everything I wanted.
Listen,
You just got like a pretty just straight ahead drink.
You're not seeing-
I
I'm not
don't-
seeing that the conclusive vision he has is still not very good.
It is
Like a gin and lemonade, like a. It's some wouldn't even call it a cocktail. Just saying.
It's borderline.
It's what makes it a cocktail is the soda water.
I suppose.
That's key.
No.
I mean, it is a third ingredient, I guess.
Yeah.
Also, it's warm. It's like lukewarm, right?
No, of course not. There's just not ice in my drink. I'm using the ice to make it.
Mm.
That does hold me back. It is definitely begging for there to be ice in there.
Yeah.
I'll grant you that.
Okay. Last pick here.
Yes, the last pick of the draft.
I have a couple questions.
Okay.
What are bitters?
It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
It tastes bitter and is bad.
They're
and
in.
gross.
They're in so much stuff, though.
You should not take them.
Yeah, I have enough. I got enough.
Bitters
Bitterness
were
here.
made for like
Whiskey.
men with an old-fashioned sense of masculinity, and that you have to suffer to enjoy anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Right,
it's
I'm
like
with you,
I'm
I'm with
gonna
you.
take
Yep,
this drink
yep.
that already tastes kind of rough and burns my throat and mouth to drink it. I'm gonna make it even worse by adding.
You've
bitters.
described scotch just now.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
good.
that's what bitters are.
Well, glad I asked. Okay.
Take them anyways.
I'm gonna take caffeine.
What?
What?
That's not an
Last
ingredient.
What?
You can't just take
What do you mean
caffeine.
it's not an? What do you mean it's not
Are
an
you just
ingredient?
Where are you
dropping
gonna
a
get- where are you gonna
supplement
get caffeine,
into the
Pat?
thing?
We're gonna get pure, unadulterated caffeine.
It's like a chemical, right?
I mean, no.
Yeah, you go to a bar like, hey, bar doctor, give me some
Bar
caffeine in
doctor.
there.
Bar doctor?
Bar
Yeah.
doctor at this novelty themed hospital bar.
You guys don't go
Um,
to hospital themed novelty bars?
No, not particularly. So are you envisioning it's like a tablet, like an Alka-Seltzer?
Yeah,
And
like
just
like
drop
like
it in there.
Seltzer?
I screwed that word up so bad.
Caffeine pills are a thing, right?
I
So you're
mean,
gonna put a
pills-
caffeine pill. Caffeine pill is what you're taking here.
A
You're gonna
caffeine
drop
tablet.
an
A caffeine tablet, like an Alka-Seltzer,
thing.
like caffeine tablet, and get it in there.
Just take 5 Hour Energy, man.
That tastes like
I've never had
ass.
Preston, what do you think? Do we give him a caffeine tablet?
I mean, if he wants to do that, it would feel bad to not let him walk into this disaster.
I just don't think that, like, if the premise or the construct is that, you know, we're behind a bar and have to make a drink for this billionaire who's going to murder the other two, I don't think you're ever finding a caffeine tablet with ingredients behind a bar.
That's a good point. I mean, you could have gone like Red Bull. People have Red Bull at bars, but you didn't want that.
No, I wanted the tablet, like the flavorless caffeine tablet.
Yeah, we
specifically.
know you
Flavorless
wanted that.
additive. Daniel makes a good point. It is not a bar ingredient. Like I think Daniel and I have both roughly stuck
Does it
to
have
bar
to? I mean,
ingredients.
if I picked like bacon, would that actually?
That's
that
in the
could be
kitchen.
That could be.
Yeah, but yeah, you
good.
could get bacon.
I mean, we can give him a.
I don't want to
okay.
give it to him. I don't want to give it to him.
Okay.
Don't
I-
cater to the allure of Pat here.
Okay.
Preston. We
I'm
wouldn't let
catering to
anyone
the
else take
allure of
that.
him losing, maybe.
We
All right,
wouldn't-
Okay, then a squirt of
Ew.
black.
Just a squirt of black.
Sorry.
Just leave it at that.
Squirt of black cherry flavored Neo Energy. There's no way you can say no to that.
You definitely find that at a bar for sure.
Can you imagine going to a bar and you ask for a cocktail and they bust out little Mios and they're like,
Here's the thing. Depending on what kind of bar it is, there's definitely a woman there who has a black cherry Mio energy in her purse that you could probably just borrow it from.
Also, I think this is an expensive pantry that we're working with here.
That's
You know what
that's
I mean?
fair. That's fair.
I-
I'll
If
give
you
the
wanted no
Mio.
caffeine tablet, I can kind of understand that. But Mio, I think that's totally fine.
I'll give you the Mio.
Black
All right.
cherry.
Mio black cherry. I didn't even know the Mio made a caffeinated thing.
Oh yeah, man.
oh, yeah, they do.
I mean, I'm not surprised, but I didn't know.
It's not great.
Okay, well, that is the final pick of the surprise.
We should name our cocktails.
Oh,
yeah,
yes, we should.
We'll do that in the next
Right,
part of the
yeah.
show. All right. Pat has ice, tequila, lime, ginger beer, grapefruit juice, and Mio black cherry caffeine. I mean, I don't know what caffeine Mio. What's the actual? How do they call it?
Energy.
Energy. Mio black cherry energy.
Yeah.
I have gin, simple syrup, lemon juice, soda water, grenadine, and cherry. And Preston has vodka, triple sec, peach schnapps, OJ, mint, and a nice little chunk or slice of pineapple. Of course, I mean, with a draft like this, we still have so much more to discuss. We'll do so just after a quick break.
Hey, everybody. It's your favorite host here to ask you on behalf of the Appen Podcast Network, our parent network, to go check out some of their other shows. I'm partial to the Georgia Politics Podcast. I'm a host there every week. We play games at the end of every episode, trivia. Great way to stay in touch with local issues going on here in Georgia, but we also touch on national things too. Would really appreciate if you come give us a listen. Check out everything the Appen Podcast Network has going on at appenmedia.com, APPENMEDIA.com.
All right, boys. What was the worst pick of the draft?
I mean, Pat really went for it with that last one. He was trying to make this an easy question.
Really, I think you guys fell for me getting to get a cherry flavor additive into my drink without having to take grenadine or cherries after.
It's not a cherry flavor.
It's
additive.
never
It doesn't taste like
nearly
cherry.
as good,
It's not
yeah.
the same.
It tastes like black cherry. I'll tell you what.
I think taking a black cherry flavored thing like Mio is definitely worse than taking something that's not flavored at all, which is why obviously you wanted to take the caffeine tablet from the get-go. So
I'm fine with the last pick of the draft being the worst pick of the draft.
yeah, that's honestly fair. I mean, it should always be, right?
It makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah. If we did it right. Preston, what about you? Oh, you're the one who just said the black.
Yeah, I mean,
Pat.
I think that's got to be it.
Yeah, Pat, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm fine. Sure. Yeah.
Makes sense.
I think the mint would have been a fine pick. I don't think it works in Preston's drink at all.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like it's nice. I feel like it's a nice addition.
Your thing's already so sweet.
It's gonna
and
get
mint
drowned
is
out.
Mint is like the sweetest herb.
No, it's not.
Is that
What
true?
are you talking about?
What's a sweeter herb than mint?
Sugar?
It's not an herb.
Sugar's not an herb, surely.
Sugar cane. That's an herb.
Surely not an herb.
Mint, I would certainly say is not sweet. I don't think anyone would
I wouldn't
describe
call
it
it
as
sweet either. I just think it's gonna get
But in the
completely
herb
drowned out.
family, right? Maybe basil is sweeter, but other than that, it's like rosemary is like not sweet. Dill is not sweet.
I'm not entirely sure what you're going for here. Is
I'm not
honeysuckle an herb? Because that's
No.
pretty sweet.
No.
Honeysuckle is not an herb. Things that grow out of the earth are not intrinsically herbs.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Science. All right, whatever you say.
Listen, I don't proclaim to be science experts here, but I'm pretty sure none of those things are herbs. Well, the things Pat are saying are herbs. But yeah, I don't even care about the sweetness of the mint because everything else is super sweet. Like that's not going to matter. I just think you're not going to taste the mint at all. So it's just like kind of going to add like the negative parts of mint, which is that you get like just like kind of like the gross vegetation in your drink, which is fine when it's like complementing something that's usually more understated.
I think a mint with fruit juice combo is more appetizing and common than you're giving it credit for.
There's just so much going on in yours already. I don't know.
There's really not. There's really not. If you think about it, vodka and triple sec and peach schnapps just create this kind of like one alcohol. That's really what they are. It's just like one fruit alcohol. And then you just have OJ. Those are the main things happening.
Hello, bar doctor. I'll have one fruit alcohol, please.
I think triple sec peach schnapps coming right up.
I think
Preston, I think
stumbled into the name for my cocktail.
I'll
take a fruit
fruit alcohol.
I will say, Preston, I think the mint and fruit combo is totally good.
No, just stop there.
Looking at the composition, I think I do agree with Daniel's point that at least from like, it's not a bad pick. I just don't think it adds everything it could have. Like, I think what your cocktail needs, and this is speaking from someone who knows nothing about mixology, maybe like another like base note or two.
See, I think bitters might have worked in Preston's.
Something to kind of round it out a little bit more. And maybe there are other herbs.
Give it a different
that could
note.
have done that.
Yeah.
But literally, I cannot express how little I know about making drinks. So
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think it was necessarily a bad pick. I just think it didn't necessarily work with my vision of what your drink was becoming, at least.
Counterpoint is the worst pick of the draft, gin.
Yeah, gin is bad.
Gin's not bad.
Dan,
bad.
I think your cocktail would be way better with vodka or tequila.
No, I don't agree.
I agree.
I don't agree at all.
I agree completely. What just happened?
Can that please be the cold open?
That needs to be their commercial for the entire show. Is us talking over each other in that perfect rhythm.
I just like Preston with just like the very unearnest. I agree completely. That is the whole vibe of the show right there. So someone else sent his blood in the water on another opponent and just as the quickest person to jump on, get on that bandwagon, sink your opponent's battleship as quickly as possible. That's what just happened, and I'm
All
not
right.
gonna let it happen. I think that's fine if you don't like gin. I still feel like it just, I don't know. I feel like it just complements, like, it lets the rest of the drink be the rest of the drink, in my opinion. So I still feel good about taking the gin. Hopefully other people agree with me. Hopefully other people agree. What were some things that you guys were prepared to take? I mean, I know we didn't really have lists. And like, legitimately, we did not know we were drafting this until after we started recording the show. When Preston announced we were drafting this is when we knew we were drafting it. It is not a bit. But were there things you guys were like thinking of drafting that you ended up not taking for your drink?
Bitters again, not really knowing what they are.
Yeah.
I thought at one point about going in like a coffee direction, maybe.
Mhm. I thought Preston was going to do that once he took vodka.
Right.
Coffee,
Actually,
like a mudslide or something.
right.
Get like some Kahlua.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because once you go vodka, you could go.
You
Like,
could maybe throw
ice
Kahlua,
cream, chocolate,
throw
syrup in
Kahlua
there.
on top of what he's already got there, and that could be
Whipped
kind of
cream.
good.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
about
think
that.
that's a whole lot.
Yeah.
But it's already
That's
a
a
whole
lot.
lot.
It is a
Yeah,
lot,
but, like,
you
it's-
can't add more.
Have you guys ever had a Sex on the Beach?
No.
It's delicious.
I think I did when I was for your birthday, actually, but I don't remember what goes into it.
It's
Okay,
roughly this.
okay. This reminds me. We need to Google all the things that we said that were probably actually completely inaccurate. Okay, what's in a Sex on the Beach?
Yeah, what? Tell me what I missed.
Sex on the Beach is vodka, peach schnapps, OJ, and cranberry juice. So the only thing you're missing is cranberry juice.
Is there triple sec in it?
No, he added triple sec, the mint.
I feel like that's a fine ad.
So you
Yeah,
basically you swapped out cranberry juice for orange juice and orange liqueur.
Well, it has orange juice. It has OJ and cranberry.
Oh,
So
it has
he-
OJ and
So
cranberry.
he swapped the cranberry for the mint and the triple sec,
I'm good with that.
and then garnish it with a pineapple when it looks like an orange is maybe more standard. But I mean, I think I would feel like I'd
It's
rather have a
whatever is
pineapple garnish
native
and an orange
to the
so-
place you are. Yeah.
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 What was the other drink we were talking about? Oh, a Cosmo.
Yeah, what's in a Cosmo?
That wasn't a Cosmo.
Vodka, inherited wealth, and
Gentrification
a 2-month subscription
to the New Yorker.
Equinox.
So again, do start with vodka, triple sec, cranberry juice. So no one took cranberry juice. Pat, I
It's
think
way too sweet.
I think, well, not if you go like, you could easily go unsweetened. Did we lose Pat? Is he frozen?
Nope.
Oh no, he just was being very
He
still.
was uninterested. He's over it.
Well, so Pat has like a blurred background. So if he stays still for like a few seconds, it looks like he's frozen.
Oh yeah, sorry, I've got my work.
That's okay. That's
my
okay.
work Zoom on here. Let me pull the curtain back. 1 sec.
Whoa. Oh, God,
really
what's back
freshens
there?
up the room.
Wow.
But yeah, so no one. No, I think if you don't take like the super sugar added cranberry juice, it's not too sweet at all.
Take some just cran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then freshly squeezed or sweetened lime juice go into a Cosmo.
Gotcha.
So again, definitely in the same realm of Preston's drink, kind of just like the fruitiness going on.
So Preston, what are you calling it?
Well, I'm not gonna call it fruit alcohol.
I think you call it sex on the Cosmo on the beach.
Sex on the city.
No.
Come on.
No.
That's genius.
I'm going for something much classier and not funny because I want to actually market this.
a Sandy Miranda.
Gross.
That's a character from Sex and the City, right?
No, I got it. But
Yes.
the Sandy part was weird.
Because it's on the beach.
I kind of like a Sandy Miranda. In more ways than one, if you catch my drift.
I'm not calling it a Sandy Miranda.
I refuse to catch your drift.
That's very fair.
I'm letting your drift just sail past me in a bystander in the park.
Just gonna move on like you didn't see anything.
Sorry. Preston.
I'm gonna call it the honeymoon. I think it's classy.
The honeymoon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It evokes a tropical vibe.
Right.
Definitely.
Definitely tropical.
And I can also see this being the type of drink you would order one of at like the start of your honeymoon, you know?
Yeah.
And then you'd probably enjoy it. and then you'd probably be like, I don't know if I need a second one of these right now.
You say that. I drank maybe 11 or 12 Sex on the Beaches a day on my honeymoon.
Wow.
Yeah, but those didn't have mint in them.
No, but I don't know that I would have minded mint in them.
Where did you go on your honeymoon?
I went to the Exumas in the Bahamas.
Oh, nice.
Maybe it just works down there better. Maybe if I was in like Atlantic City, this drink would taste so bad. Maybe it just works differently when you're on your honeymoon.
I think you need to be looking at a sunset when you're drinking a drink like this. A tropical sunset over the water.
Or maybe it can transport you to one, you know?
We'll find out. Corona. Find your beach.
Yeah.
We'll find out when Preston drinks one.
Yeah. I forgot that was part of this.
The proportions are going to be so wildly important here. I have to get the exact right. I'm going to have to try it 6 or 7
This is why we need to have
times.
Anna make them for us. Anna Thorne of Anna's Cocktail Camp, of course.
Right.
Yes.
Pat, what are you naming your drink?
Boy, okay. There's ice, which is good.
The last Modelo in the back of the fridge.
Everybody likes that. Tequila, lime, ginger beer, grapefruit juice. But again, just like a little bit of grapefruit juice. It's black cherry Mio Energy, which is really less about the cherry, although the cherry adds to like the depth of some fruit flavors here. But that's
is this
really
a mule variation? Should you?
I think it is. It ultimately is a mule variation. It's also, it's caffeinated, so it's a little bit of a pre-gamey party drink, like you get it at the bar when you're, it's not the only bar you're going to that night. Let's see. What would you call like a fast mule?
A Clydesdale?
A lightning McMule.
A lightning McMule?
Like a lightning McQueen.
What is that?
A thoroughbred?
You don't know Lightning McQueen?
It's cars.
Patrick.
It's cars. They're bad.
Chow.
The Cars movies are bad.
Call it a ka-chow.
Okay. Let's go. There's just not enough good places that start with M. Is the issue here.
Mexico?
Moroccan.
Yeah, but I don't want to besmirch the good country of Mexico by.
I mean, you do have tequila as your main alcohol here.
Right.
You could call like a Mexican thoroughbred.
It's not bad.
I don't hate that. How about a let's say it's specifically a well, I'm really trying to not be racist here.
I
know. We appreciate that, Pat.
Sometimes it's hard.
Yeah. Let's call it a Monterey Mule.
A Monterey Mule. Okay.
There's both a Monterey in California and Mexico. So,
that's great.
Yeah.
I dig that.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm gonna call. I loved Pat's. I forget exactly what he said, but it's the drink your grandpa drinks on the porch after church. So I think it's gonna be grandpa's after church lemonade.
I thought you were gonna go with like a Gran Torino or some sort of flick.
No.
Grandpa's after church lemonade sounds like a euphemism for some really dark and
like a line of cocaine or something.
Right?
Yeah.
No, it's
a really buried family shame.
No, it's exactly what it would be called, the exact kind of bar that would make this drink and try to sell it as something that's like more than it is, which is exactly what I'm trying to do. You go like the hipster bar and it's like, oh, this is clearly just it's just a fucking hard lemonade, and they put one other thing in there, and so they're gonna come up with this like hipstery name for it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm leaning into it.
Right, and these bars are trying to steal and commodify and quite frankly appropriate Southern culture.
Amen.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna sell it for like $18.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, guys, whose drink are you grabbing for? We haven't made them yet, but based on ingredients, who do you think assembled the best cocktail here? And then, of course, if you pick your own, who finished second place?
these might all be bad.
No, I
Mine,
refuse to resign myself.
here's the
to
thing.
that.
Mine was clearly the least imaginative, but I think there is almost no chance that mine is bad.
I agree.
I just really don't like gin though.
But you'll
I don't think
barely
you'll
taste it.
be able to taste it.
You'll
yeah.
barely taste it.
So you're like loading this up with the simple syrup and the grenadine.
I mean, it's gonna be a lemonade. It's gonna be a lemonade with some gin in it.
A pink lemonade with some
A
gin.
pink lemonade with and a cherry.
I can get behind that. I'm clearly picking myself here because this is like one of my favorite drinks if I had all the ingredients available.
Mhm.
But I think Daniel's a clear second. The Mio energy makes me want to throw up because I've been at a certain weekend where it's 3 a.m. and I just take it straight into the mouth, and it's not great.
And did you survive?
I mean, yes, but boy, I cut it close for a little bit.
Sometimes you need that little extra get up and go at 3 a.m.
And you know what's
to make
weird
it through the
about
rest
that
of the night.
weekend is you were there, Pat.
I was.
Does Mio Energy just like follow you around? This is an
Maybe it's a
interesting
sponsor.
thought exercise.
That's why he
Maybe.
snuck it in. He put the caffeine tablet in there as like to throw us off the scent, knowing we wouldn't allow it, so they could sneak Mio in there because
Cashing
they
that
sponsor
check.
him. Anytime he comes on Drafted, he has to mention Mio Energy.
Here's the thing. People like the effect that caffeine has on them.
Well,
and
yeah.
they like to go out and have fun. And this is why Red Bull vodka is still like the most popular drink at every
Why'd you make
bar
that all
and every
sound so
club.
dark and evil, though?
Yeah. People like to go out and have
People
fun.
like the way caffeine makes them feel.
This is like an opening line to the next Purge movie. or
People
something.
like to have fun.
Because I think like the lanes that we've sort of come up with here is Preston has the like, Sex in the City, you're on a beach somewhere, even if you're not on a beach type of vibe drink going on.
Absolutely.
Dan has the, whether it's Grandpa's After Church lemonade or just the I'm very lazy and want to consume gin in a way that isn't gross drink. So I'm going to kind of lean into what I think my lane is here, where my cocktail is sort of like a dirtbag nightclub drink. And I'm hoping that it's just good enough to be better than a Red Bull vodka that people go with this and it becomes wildly popular.
I've already forgotten what we've named your drink, Pat, but can we name it?
I was just going to say, you
drink?
found a better name.
I'll have a dirtbag nightclub, please.
Oh my God.
Now, which one wins though? You got to pick a winner here.
I don't want to drink any of these, quite frankly. I'm going to have to drink mine. I guess I'll sample yours. Certainly, if I'm down in North Carolina next weekend, Dan, we'll make our two, and maybe Preston can join us remotely if he can't make
we'll
it
work
in
on
person.
him. We'll work on him on it.
I guess I would. Boy, I really don't like gin, but I also don't like stuff that is too sweet. So I guess I'm taking Preston's because it's also sweet, but doesn't have gin.
Nailed it.
His is going to be way sweeter, though, to be fair.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I don't think you guys are feeling out the same proportions that I am.
I don't think
I'll
there's
change
any
your
way you
mind
can
on
work
this.
the proportions that it wouldn't be incredibly sweet.
I'll change your mind on this.
I am taking mine to win as well. I admit that it's not super creative, but I didn't have any time to plan for this, and I apologize for that. Maybe if I were more of like a mixed drink cocktail connoisseur, I would have had more to improvise with. But I think second place, I am going to go Preston. The Pat lost me with his last two picks, the grapefruit juice and the Mio Black Energy. Otherwise, I do think Pat
Black cherry.
Black
No,
cherry,
just
yes, that's even worse.
Mio Black
You're only
Energy.
making it worse. Pat got off to such a strong start, and I think he just kind of ran out of ideas at the end, which I think Preston and I did a little better job of avoiding for with
Look,
me. Because I kept it boring, to be fair, but
I very easily could have just made this like a mule,
yeah.
But I don't think that's what your listeners want. I don't think
No.
your listeners want us just over the course of an hour reciting the 6 ingredients in a drink. So
yeah, thank you for
So
saving
we'll
the
see.
episode as always, Pat. Of course, as always, it comes down to the vote on Twitter. And maybe if you guys make these drinks yourself at home, let us know. Post them in the Discord, and let us know which one tastes best.
Unless you die, in which
right.
case we are not implicated in this, and try at your own risk.
We're good legally on this, right?
Define good.
Consume at your own risk.
Like, could we
Isn't
be
that all
good
we have to
anyway
say?
for people drinking these drinks?
Please
If something
drink
bad happens,
responsibly and preferably not at all.
Yeah, but none of these are none of these have arsenic in them or anything.
Yeah. Well, there's probably a little bit of arsenic in mint, right?
Cherries. A little arsenic in cherries. Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Not in
100%.
cherries.
Yeah.
Maybe the pits.
Well, in the pit, then,
Do your cherries have pits? You have maraschino cherries, though.
Yeah, maraschino cherries.
Those don't have pits.
Yeah, but I'm saying that there's still little trace amounts of arsenic in the cherries themselves because of the pits.
Yeah, but way less arsenic than grapefruit. Everyone knows that.
Sure.
And just raw caffeine. We almost let you get away with.
Yeah, but please vote over there on Twitter at DraftedPod. And let us know what you thought of the roulette episode. This is the first time we've ever done anything like this. Is it better when we're able to prepare more, or is it better when it's
for sure.
I think we've conclusively
it's better for
found.
drafting. I think there's no way around that. But I feel like the people are going to enjoy the
Spontaneity.
the forced spontaneity here.
I'm saving the rest of the wheel for a future attempt.
Yes,
so.
And people always like when you come on, Pat.
Oh, thanks, people.
We don't really know why, but they do.
Yeah, we don't get it really, but we just listen to the wills of the people. So, Pat, where can they go to support your other creative adventures or non-creative? I mean, how can people support you?
How can they support me? Well, back rubs are really nice.
Yeah, just drop your
words of
Venmo
affirmation
in the episode description.
Yeah. If they could remind me to lock the door when I come home, because my landlord kind of gets upset if I don't lock the door behind me sometimes, because it's a communal door. Well, no, because it's like I live in a 3-story apartment where it's like the same main door.
It's the community door.
For all three.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that is legit.
Although it locks by itself, there's just like a deadbolt that he's like, Anyways, if they could remind me to do that, that would be helpful. No,
could you let them know when you get home so that they can know when to remind you?
Right. I'll put in the Discord
just got home. Yeah. And then we'll all be like, hey, lock the door.
Yeah, it'll be fun. You can check out the podcast that I do on ultiworld.com with another drafted guest here, Tad Whistle. It's called Sit in the Fields.
Would you crack the whip on Tad for us? We're having the damnedest time getting him on.
Well, I was just recording with Tad before this, and I said I was coming on drafted, and he said, "Oh yeah, Dan hit me up about drafting," and he asked, "Well, what are we drafting?" And you said, "Whatever you want." And he then referred to you as a Tom Sawyer motherfucker, trying to make him paint the fence for you. So
that's me. Here's the thing: there's no pleasing Tad, because when I come to him with our ideas, he's like, "I don't know if that'll work." We just want to get him on the goddamn show,
Then draft like neighborhoods in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh
like
toilets at bars.
He's such a limited scope to work with,
Whoa!
Wow,
not a man of culture. That guy.
That was super rude, and I don't endorse that statement.
But yeah, no, we had the idea, not to give it away, but we want to do something with sports coaches to form like a UFC or something. We thought it wouldn't ride up his alley, but he wasn't feeling it.
I would love to at some point do a soccer manager related one with you that I'm sure only 2 people would ever care about.
No one would.
That's narrowcasting to the people on this show.
But how sick would it be?
It would be sick.
It'd be great.
It would be sick.
Yeah, maybe for the World Cup.
Maybe, yeah. We'll squeeze a soccer thing in here somewhere. It's becoming more and more popular. We've done other sports stuff. So anyway, Pat, thanks so much for coming on, man. It is always a delight to have you on, my friend.
That's right. Hopefully, I'll be seeing you pretty soon, Preston.
I'm gonna work
figure it out.
And this is my official request to my boss for PTO.
You have to get those chairs anyway, Preston. Make it a work trip. Call it a work trip. Okay. Solved.
And everybody get some drafted merch. Putting my order in today.
Hell yes.
We've been asking for it. We've been demanding it, and
they
are actually giving it to us.
Yeah.
And by giving it to us, I mean selling it to us. But you know, same
Thing.
Yeah.
Same thing.
It's basically the same. But yeah, no, we appreciate it. Do check out the drafted merch. We would appreciate that very much. I genuinely put a lot of time into it. There will be more things coming as well. I think we'll probably do like a Christmas release for some new stuff, maybe some like, you know, holiday related, like specific things I have ideas for. So, but I think there's some good stuff up there right now. I got to be honest, stuff that'll look good on you, on our very handsome audience. But yeah, I think that wraps us up for this week. So Preston and I will talk to y'all whenever you listen to this podcast. I always say next week. You can listen to it whenever. That's kind of the beauty of pods. But we'll talk to you when you hear us next.
Very clean outro that was. Super slick.